Hello and welcome to Mersey Beat Gardening. I'm in the home garden today. I'm not on the plots, and I've just been picking some produce from the home garden. Have a look at these. Yeah, look at them. That's our first harvest of pears from our patio pear tree just here. We've had it for 2 years, and traditionally you don't, after the first year, you certainly don't let the fruits grow, just take them off. In the second year, well, you can let a few grow, and hopefully as the years go on, it'll produce more fruit. These aren't ripe, because you don't pick them when they're ripe. You pick them when they're still hard, and you ripen them up inside, just like you get them in the supermarkets. In maybe a week or 2 weeks, they'll be ripe enough to eat. I suggest you do get fruit trees. If you've got a little garden, doesn't matter. You can do anything in whatever space you've got available. We haven't got a particularly big garden. It's quite small. And if it wasn't for all the pots and stuff around us, you would call it a backyard. Anyway, we're not here to talk about pears today, because one of the great joys of allotment gardening is the fact that you can prepare stuff, and I suppose it's the hardest way is to decide how you're going to prepare your food. You know, once you've cropped it, what do you do with it? So today I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these fruits here, and these are tomatillos, and we picked them the other day off the plot. We've got an abundance of them. Tomatillo is Mexican for small tomatoes, and I'll just put this down. We're going to go into the kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to prepare the salsa verde from these. They're also known as husk tomatoes, and they come in these like papery husks like that, but when you take that off, you can see they are small kind of tomatoes. They don't taste particularly like tomatoes. They've got a similarity to tomatoes. You can eat them raw, you can eat them in salads and stuff, but we're going to make a delicious salsa verde inside, in the kitchen. The kitchen garden. The garden in the kitchen. The kitchen in the house that's not in the garden. Outside there. The place where Catherine is practicing being a Victorian housewife today. In the kitchen is where the magic happens, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make magic from these little tomatoes. Tommy tomatoes. English tomatoes. So come and join me, and we'll see how we get on. I've just noticed these little demon red chilies on here, which I think I'm going to put in the salsa. What I'm going to do is, before I do that, I'm going to check them for heat value. So let's have a try of this and see how hot it is. I like my spicy, I like my salsa quite spicy. So that is quite spicy. So I think I'm going to use some of these in the salsa, and we'll show you how to do that. So I'll pick a few of them and bring them in with us. So, okay, these are the tomatillos that we're going to process. I picked some of them Demon Reds chili peppers. I don't think I'll be using all of them because they are really spicy. So I'll try and judge how many to put in with the recipe. So these have been in the car overnight, and what I've noticed is some of them are actually getting soft like that, and they're actually discharging. That one's getting a bit overripe, so I think I'll discard them. So the first thing I need to do is, that one's gone a bit as well, so I'm not going to use them that've gone overripe. I'm just going to use the ones that are sound. So I'll have to go through them and work out which one's which. So we'll do that, and then I'll show you exactly how we're going to make a lovely salsa verde. Paper husks will now go into the home recycling bin, so that's not wasted. And we have 3 bowls of tomatillos, so let's get rid of this. And there we go. 3 bowls of tomatillos. They're not all perfect, but there's not going to be much wastage on these. And what I need to do now is just give them a quick wash. Okay, that's it. The tomatillos have been washed in warm water just to get rid of the sticky residue and bits and pieces. And it's a simple dish, salsa verde. Salsa verde, it means green salsa, basically. Originates in Mexico, Colombia, and that type of place. It's quite spicy. Oh, it's as spicy as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be too spicy. You can add as many chilies or less chilies as you wish. But the best way to prepare this is, as they do in Mexico, is to roast your ingredients. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to prepare them and roast them. So it means cutting the tomatillos in half and putting them in a roasting dish. We roast the chilies as well, and homegrown garlic, 4 cloves. There's no exact measurements in this dish. We've got some onion, which we don't roast. We put that in the finished salsa when we blend it, because we put it in a blender when it's roasted and cooled down. And we add some salt and some coriander. This is shop bought coriander because we haven't got any ready, so that'll do it. And that's it. You serve with tortilla chips and enjoy it. It's a beautiful dish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start prepping these and putting them in on a foil dish, and we'll put them under the grill for about 15 minutes, and then turn them and make sure they're well roasted. The more roasted these are, the better, because actually the roasting of tomatillos actually brings out the sweetness. So you've got that sweet and sour thing going on. It's complex flavours. It's really beautiful. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll put it on time lapse and you can watch the process. Okay, that's it. I've only prepared enough of the tomatillos to fit in a roasting dish. I've used not all of the chilies, about half a dozen, and I've also used a frozen chili from last year's crop out the fridge. And the onions and the coriander will go in when we've roasted them and blended them. Now we put them under a grill, usually about 15 minutes, and then we'll turn them and roast them on the other side for another 15 minutes, so about half an hour under the grill on full power. And we're going to use our own little mini pizza oven to do that. So we've got our little mini pizza oven, and we're going to put them in here on for 30 minutes, and after 15 minutes we're going to turn them over. But what we're going to do is put them in for 15 minutes, turn them over, and that's it. Put them quite high up in the oven, and yeah, it's got a little mechanism here that keeps the grill thing open. Okay, that's the roasting process done. So all I need to do is take them out and let them cool down before we add the other ingredients and put them in the blender. If this was smell-o-vision, it's the most glorious smoky aroma. Beautiful. So that's how they should look when they're fully roasted. Okay, it's important when you're preparing your onion, because this isn't going to go in the blender, that you cut it as finely as possible, and to take away the acidicness of the onion, and it can be overpowering if you're using, some onions can be very strong. What you really need to do is just take that, put it into a sieve, and move this tomatoes over here. Rinse it in cold water, not hot water, not warm water, but cold water. And that neutralises some of the acidity of the onion. When we blend the tomatillos, this is just going to be mixed in with that blend, so it's going to be quite literally raw onion, so not to overpower the dish. We leave that to drain. Okay, the tomatillos have cooled down, and what I'm going to do now is put them in the blending jar with all the lovely juices and the chilies that we roasted at the same time. And the garlic. There we go. So just enough to fit in the blending jar. That's all you need. And you've got some tomatillos left over for another day. Yeah, it's time to rock and roll. So put the blender blades on there, screw it up, and let's go. So it's quite chunky at the moment. I'm going to give it another blend, but in the meantime I'm going to add a bit of salt, and you can add salt to taste. Just enough to bring out the flavours. Sea salt. There's no hard and fast rule about how much you need to add, but it does add to the okay, let's see where we are now. We don't need to over blend it, we don't want a paste, we just want something that's salsa like, with a bit of bite. So just going to do a little taste challenge. That's beautiful, that is. So what I'll do now is I'll put that in the fridge and chill it, and we can add the onions. No, in fact, what I'll do now is I'll add the onion and the coriander, and then we'll put it in the fridge. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Couple of handfuls of onion. I don't think I'll use all of that actually. And a bit of coriander. So,
what have you made, Phil?
Salsa verde, green salsa, Mexican style. It's been in the fridge for over an hour now, so it should be really chilled. And we've got some tortillos.
Nice.
Tortillo chips. So now we're going to have a little taste challenge. Because we've never tried it like this before with the coriander. We have had it without coriander, but we added that ingredient because that's a traditional Mexican ingredient to this. But you can do it with or without coriander.
Did you use fresh coriander with that?
It was fresh coriander, but it wasn't homegrown.
No.
Because we
Everything
didn't have
else
anything.
is, though.
Yeah.
Chilies and tomatillos on.
Everything's ready. So, Catherine?
Can I go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Tell us what you think.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the coriander in there. Okay.
All fresh ingredients.
Don't just leave that with me then.
Is it that good?
Try
I'm
it.
going to have a try of it.
Very nice. It's different to the last one.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about doing these recipes. Well, it's not really a recipe because there's no measurements of the ingredients. You
It's just trial and error, isn't
sling
it?
them all in and see what happens. It's every time you do it, it's different. Tastes different. The coriander complements that citrusy
Yeah, it's a nice
flavour, doesn't it?
over flavour, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is.
Did you put lime juice in that? Or
No.
No? Because that's optional, lime or lemon.
You can do, can't
Yeah,
you?
you can. That's very nice. I
Yeah.
suppose.
There's lots of... We go around Mexico, there's lots of different ways of doing it. And they have lots of different recipes for each village.
Don't they do it by district in a slightly different flavour?
Yeah. They do.
Very nice, that. So what chilies did you put in there? Which ones? They are a
Talking
bit
about
hot.
chilies. The Demon Red
I thought you did.
in the hanging basket.
Yeah, we've got some of them here.
Yeah. I only put a handful in, but they're really spicy, aren't they? So, it's lovely, isn't it?
Very nice.
Lovely to have sitting in front of the telly.
And it's just got all the flavours and all the textures in
Yeah.
there, hasn't it? And you don't blend it too much. You just keep that
That's right.
fibrous.
So I hope that helps you and inspires you. If you're not growing tomatillos this year, grow them next year.
Oh, they're great. So
They're definitely, I mean, we would grow them every year now because they're just,
beautiful.
yeah,
They're
they're just a lovely fruit. I'd call them a fruit, would you?
Well, they're part of the nightshade family.
Yeah.
As is the tomato and potatoes.
Yeah.
Not deadly nightshade, by the way.
Not deadly, but deadly tasty. So, yeah, that's great. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And we'll finish this off on your behalf.
Lovely. Beautiful.
bit of fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. By this time you should have seen what I made. I haven't seen it yet because I've made this straight after I made the intro, but I'm sure it was delicious and it looked great. If you did enjoy the video, then please give us the thumbs up here at Merseybeat, in the shadow of John Lennon's old school. Not quite in the shadow today because it looks like it's raining. It's going to rain. So give us the thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the little bell icon. That's most important because that you'll get notifications of every time we put new videos up, so you can join in the fun. So do that and leave a comment underneath. We always like to read your comments, and hopefully we'll see you when we're reunited in the next video vlog. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.